Welcome to this Monday edition of Sports News Flash at 12. We are 2 days away from Christmas, even though I treat Christmas like it's every single day, but it is what it is. As you can see, I have the backdrop right here of the Christmas tree and all the decorations, and I'm wearing burgundy to represent Christmas time. So this is the last episode before Christmas Day. And I want to start off this episode remembering the greatest leadoff hitter, the most intimidating leadoff hitter, Rickey Henderson. He passed away at the age of 65. 3 days ago, he was 5 days away shy from turning 66. His birthday's on Christmas Day. And it's always tough to lose a family member around the holiday season, November, December, and even January. So my condolences goes out to his family. He was he played the game with so much heart, with so much hustle, stealing bases, singles, walks, doubles, triples, you name it. He was absolutely fearless. He's one tough customer. I could say that. He was a very tough customer in the 80s and 90s. I was fortunate to see him play the last 3 seasons of his career and watch him hit 3,000 as well. But man, you talk about a man that won the American League MVP, two-time champion with the Oakland A's and Toronto Blue Jays. He really did it all. He did it all in baseball. And one of the things that I love about Rickey Henderson was him talking in third person and him always, showing some flair. Every time he hit not every time, but most of the time when he would hit a home run, he would pimp the out of that home run. So it was, when I watched those highlights of Rickey Henderson, it just brings a smile to my face. I saw a 30-minute highlight Rickey Henderson of everything he accomplished in baseball. And then that highlight finished with a short speech from his Hall of Fame induction, which was back in 2009, I believe it was. But phenomenal. And Dennis Eckersley, who played with Rickey Henderson in Oakland, he had to say this on Twitter. And I quote, "I'm very sad about the loss of my friend, teammate, and fellow Hall of Famer. We were two Bay Area boys. I was proud to play with him. He was the greatest player I ever played with. I cherish our recent times together, both in Cooperstown and at the Oakland Coliseum. My condolences to his family." Rickey Henderson, he died of pneumonia. We did not know that he was sick. But it's just tough. Very sad time for us baseball fans and the baseball community in general. We lost a tough one. So rest in peace, Rickey Henderson. My condolences goes out to his family. And at least we have the memories and moments of the great Rickey Henderson. This weekend was the start of the 12-team college football playoffs, and they were about 4-1 Indiana Penn State on Friday night, and then 3 on Saturday. Penn State absolutely outplayed Indiana. Indiana made a little bit of rally late in the fourth quarter, but it was too little too late. So this was at South Bend. The weather was cold, 29 degrees. Both teams, they don't play each other often every year. The last time those two teams faced was in 1991, which Notre Dame won 48-27. But Indiana Hoosiers, they had a successful season under Kirk Cignetti in his first season. But let's see what happens next season. Many people, or I should say half of the country, believe that Indiana did not deserve to make the playoffs. But let's see how they respond next season. Next season will be interesting, and I'm looking forward to that. Texas defeated Clemson. Clay Kubnik, he put Clemson on his back. He carried that offense. He did everything they could. I respect that they battled and tried to win, but Texas were just a little bit too much for them. and the running game was outstanding. Now Texas, they will play against Arizona State. Notre Dame will play against Georgia, which should be a fascinating matchup. Ohio State dominated Tennessee 42-17, both offensively and defensively. Ohio State will take on Oregon, number one Oregon, which I can't wait to see that at the quarterfinals. They played earlier in the season. Ohio State came so close of beating Oregon, so I'm looking forward to see that. And Penn State absolutely dominated from start to finish against SMU. They had 3 interceptions in the first half. 2 of the 3 resulted in pick 6. Penn State, they're going to play against Boise State in the quarterfinals. So this was a very good weekend. Yes, most games were blowouts, but there were games in the past that were so much worse. But it was this Saturday was arguably, and I repeat, arguably the greatest Saturday sports day ever, because you had 3 college football playoff games, 2 NFL games, 12 NBA games. You had the PNC championship with Tiger Woods and his son Charlie Woods in action. So it was a great day of sports, for sure. As of yesterday, Sunday, the Miami Dolphins, after a 2-6 start, they have won 5 of their last 7 games. They defeated the San Francisco 49ers. San Francisco 49ers, a team that went to the Super Bowl last year. They are now eliminated from playoff contention. They dealt with injuries and many things didn't go their way, so their season is officially over. Same thing with Arizona Cardinals. They have been eliminated from playoff contention after losing to the Carolina Panthers in overtime. Michael Penix Jr. gets his first win as a starter against the New York Giants. And much credit to the defense. The defense, they helped him out a lot. They understood that this is his first game, so you can't expect too much on a rookie quarterback to carry the load. So salute to the defense. They played outstanding. They won this game 34-7. Myles Garrett, he becomes the youngest player to reach 100 sacks. He tackled Joe Burrow for an 8-yard loss. So congrats to Garrett on that. Jaden Daniels, he had a big day with 5 touchdowns, including that clutch touchdown at the end of the fourth quarter to give Washington the lead and the victory over the Philadelphia Eagles. And if you're the Eagles, you're holding on to your breath because Jalen Hurts, he left the game with concussion, so hopefully he's all right. To the NBA, the Oklahoma City Thunder and Alex Caruso agreed to a 4-year, $81 million contract. Alex Caruso, he's a tremendous defender. He's a 2-time all-defensive team player. I believe he started his career at the G League under the Thunder system. And the Thunder are one of the best teams in the NBA. So when you have a guy like Alex Caruso who brings that defensive tenacity to the team, it's a huge plus. So congrats to Caruso. This is a good signing for him and the Thunder. Last but not least, the PNC Championship. This was by far one of my favorite events of 2024. The Langers, they won the PNC title. Bernhardt and Jason Langer is the only team to win 4 PNC championship titles, 2014, 2019, last year, and this year. They went back-to-back. This year, they defeated Team Woods. However, let's not count out Tiger and his son Charlie Woods in the future. I believe they're going to win this at least once in their lifetime. So they're destined to win. After what I saw yesterday, they're destined to win. Yesterday's event was a sudden death in which Team Langer had the edge over Team Woods. So congrats to Team Langer and Team Woods. This was a fantastic event. When you have an event that is father and son, there's nothing like it. There's nothing like seeing a father and son compete, not against one another, but join together to compete against others in a sport that they love, which is golf. And that does it for this episode of Sports News Flash at 12. Please hit that thumbs up. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button. enjoy Christmas Eve, Christmas Day, and oh yes, enjoy NFL games on Christmas Day and every other sporting event. Be safe, stay warm, and may God bless each and every one of you. I'll see you guys on the next episode, Sports News Flash at 12.